What is going on, everyone? Zorlicious back for another video for your viewing consumption. AEW Full Gear coming off of quite possibly the worst Dynamite of the year. I sat down for the first time since Revolution, Sting's retirement pay-per-view, and I watched AEW Full Gear. Unlike Sting's retirement pay-per-view, I didn't pay for this. I'm not going to let you know how I watched this pay-per-view. All you got to know is I don't pay for shit that I don't like. I'm not wasting my money on this fucking pay-per-view. This company has been putting out subpar at best fucking content. Okay? Subpar at best. And y'all know I'm being nice. So how I really feel is this company has been putting out complete garbage television. It's been insulting. Dynamite is the worst wrestling show on television. It's taking Collision's spot. I didn't think that was possible. Collision is the second worst wrestling show on television. Rampage is a joke. If you get put on Rampage, Tony Khan's pretty much telling you that, yeah, nigga, I don't like you. Get your ass over to that damn show. The only good thing about AEW was the pay-per-views. That's the one consistent thing this company knows how to do and Tony Khan knows how to do. It seems like Tony Khan is more competent putting together a pay-per-view card than he is putting together an actual fucking show or storylines or long-term booking. But the issue is when you have shit shows that are building to pay-per-views, more often than not, the pay-per-view is going to be bad. And Full Gear was not a good show. Was it as bad as I thought it was going to be? No. There was some things that I did like on the show. We're going to go over it. But mostly forgettable, trash. The main event, you can literally just skip the main event and you'll be good. Nothing happened in the main event worth a damn besides Willow returning. That's it. And this is the main storyline, the main program for this company, of this show. And you don't even have to pay attention to it. It just doesn't fucking matter. The main event was garbage. Filth, trash, one of the worst main events I've ever seen. When you start having a conversation about Jon Moxley and how terrible he is easily the worst member of the Shield. That's facts. What the fuck he's doing? He's like, he can't even carry this company on his shoulders anymore. I miss the old Jon Moxley from like 3-4 years ago. That's the Moxley we need. This Moxley is garbage. So we're going to start with the one match that was hyped more than anything. This match was hyped more than the World Championship match. This match was hyped more than any title match on the show. Hyped more than Swerve versus Bobby. The most hyped match of the show. Big Boom AJ versus Q-Tip Marshalls. Surprisingly, this is the least worst part of the show, or at least one of them. This part right here wasn't bad. This wasn't a bad match. I swear to God, I'm not playing with you. This was not a bad match. This was easily the best thing on the fucking show. Period, point blank, overall. The least most insulting thing on the show, besides a few other things. I like this. I was shocked that they brought the boom. They brought the boom. I don't want to see this shit again. A one-off is all good with me. No, TK, because you're going to run this into the ground and fucking ruin it like you do everything else. Big Show comes out. He looks like he could barely walk. Poor guy. Looks like he's walking on fucking sticks. And the biggest pop of the night comes from the Rizzler.
3 feet and 11 and a half. Gentlemen,
an overweight 8-year-old child got a bigger pop than the entirety of the AEW roster. Isn't that concerning and alarming? I can't be the only one that's like concerned about that. That's sad. The Rizzler got a bigger reaction than the world champion of this company did. Big Boom AJ got bigger reactions than most of the fucking matches of the card. The Rizzler is more over than anything. No, the Rizzler is over than the AEW roster. because most of the AEW roster's booking sucks, and no one gives a shit about them. He is the special guest timekeeper. Q-Tip Marshalls comes out with this shitty theme, saying he brings the doom, and he comes out with a bunch of idiots. I don't care. Big Injustice and Big AJ come out. Oh, wow. To a pop.
His opponent, being accompanied by...
But then they awkwardly, shake the hands of everybody at ringside. It was weird. I'm like, okay, come on, let's get to the match. Q-Tip tries to give his ring belt to Big Boom's wife, but she just smacks that shit away. The Rizzler is easily the biggest draw of the show. He is the biggest part of the show, period, point blank. Nib, give me one person that got a bigger pop than the Rizzler. Give me one person that got a bigger pop than what I'm about to talk about in a few seconds. Nobody. Jesus fucking Christ. But no one sees this as a problem. Everything is fine, supposedly. So, funny part is about this match. Big Boom AJ really isn't that bad. He's not that bad. He can sell. He isn't trash in the ring. I'm shocked myself. I am shocked. Hell, he even got over during the fucking match.
QT Marshall bringing the boom right now. Big stop. Or no
I was even rooting for him. Just kick his ass, Big Boom. Q-Tip goes to harass Mr. Rizzle, and Big Show shows up and defends him. Big Boom does a big superplex onto the Q-Tip man. Q-Tip's little idiots start to fuck with Big Boom. So Big Boom's son comes into the ring, and in my personal favorite spot of the entire fucking pay-per-view, he spears Q-Tip Marshalls. And in my notes, I put down, why the fuck do I like this? AJ then gets the win with the power boom. They win. Decent, wholesome moment shared between father and son. Glad it happened for him. Happy for him. The dad got a good moment with his son, and his son's never going to forget it. Awesome. To be honest with you, didn't hate it. It's fine with me. Didn't have a problem with it. So we go from that to the garbage that we're going to get into to the main pay-per-view. Now, I want you to hold this in your mind. That match was very family friendly. Very family friendly. When we get into the gross outlaw mud show shit in this show that's about to happen in that main event, I want you to tell me whether or not you think people who are drawn into AEW by the Big Boom guys who help promote the company, oh my God, I like these guys, I'm going to watch AEW. If those people came to watch this product, you think they're going to stick around? Yes or no? You let me know. Tag team fatal 4-way. Decent match. Didn't have a problem with this. Private Party comes out.
Oh, this little throwback. Shot.
To their old shots theme. I was like, okay, I like this. Crowd is fucking dead.
Think about it. I mean, they have not been around AEW that long, and not here they are.
Dead. I'm like, this is a pay-per-view. This isn't Collision. This isn't Dynamite. I'm going to need y'all to start putting some more effort into, this fucking match. Audience, crowd. The hell's going on here? Turbo Floyd is great. As y'all know, I'm a big Outrunners guy. Dude was taking hits from Brody King. He absorbed it like a champ.
Just does not give an inch.
But that seems to fight Floyd up.
And that's what Brody wants.
Floyd now. That's the
They jump Brody because he's just a big ass nigga. Bowens does scissor me timbers onto Brody. I was somewhat enjoying this match. It wasn't too bad. Outrunners are over as fuck. These are your next tag team champions, Tony. Don't mess this up. Crowd chants, fuck you, Max Caster. I'm like, hell yeah, fuck him.
comes in, springboard drop kick.
Hey, listen to you, Caster.
Max
I love
Caster.
Max Caster here.
I don't think they're saying.
Good. Let the hate flow through you.
He heals it up and gets more heat.
Taking a little too much time.
Tagging himself in.
They then tease a breakup between the Acclaimed. Why? Why are we breaking up the Acclaimed? Just turn them both heel. The tag team division needs teams. Let's turn them heel. Have them join the syndicate. repackage them, refresh them, and send them back out there into the wild so that he can finally start killing it and win some gold. That's what the hell we need to do with the Acclaim, Tony. Caster then lays down in the ring and tells Bowens to pin him for some reason, which is the most tarred thing on the show, because they can't win the tag titles that way. Who the fuck booked that? Thankfully, Private Party comes in, pins Max Cancer. Okay match, outside the Cancer idiot. The Dick Riders. Oh, no, not Dick Riders. Pockets. Orange Cassidy pops up. The boring promo.
You've never needed AEW. I wouldn't exist without AEW.
Says he's going to win the world title, take the power back from the Dick Riders, put it into his backpack, imbue it into AEW because he loves the company. Aw, I care. No, I don't. MJF versus Roddy. Match skip once. My first match skip. I think there was 10 or 11 matches. So if there's like 10 matches, I can skip 5. I'm able to give myself the ability to skip half the pay-per-view matches. I don't give a fuck about this storyline. It's terrible. It's terrible. MJF is the heel when he should be the babyface, and Roddy's the babyface when he should be the heel. All the messed up stuff MJF does to Roddy in this match, Roddy deserves it. MJF is the good guy here. Why is he being vilified as a villain? You know why, because the booking is garbage. Should have been a 3-way at least. Would have been at least more entertaining. MJF shits on the town and the crowd. The match begins. Crowd is beyond dead. The crowd doesn't care because there was no build. MJF wasn't on television face-to-face with Roddy to build interest in this match. He was too busy actually spending his time wisely, filming movies and shows. MJF wins via submission. MJF then concertos Roddy's hand.
Now could be damage to the...
Cole comes in to save Roddy right after Roddy got his hand broke. Roddy deserved it. I don't know why the crowd is even booing MJF. I'm on MJF's side on this. O'Reilly's Auto Parts gets mad at Cole for ignoring this warning and pushes him, and the segment's over. Garbage, trash. Who gives a fuck about the storyline? I don't. You don't. Let's move on. Who gives a shit? Let's keep it going. What a shame for MJF, man. One of the biggest draws in the company reduced to this. He's an afterthought now. A complete afterthought. That is so sad. All that talent. And then, speaking of talent, we get a good match. Giorno. What's this good match we're talking about? It's Mercedes versus Stat. Yes. Mercedes versus Statlander was a decent match. Dare I say good? Imagine if this fucking match had a good storyline for the backbone of it. This match would have been women's match of the goddamn year. But no. Let's have Mercedes and Jennifer Pepperman book this storyline into fucking hell. Bury Mercedes. They're burying Mercedes. Bury Stat. Bury Camille. Bury Sheeta. Let's hope, and then just put on a banger match. Doesn't work like that. I got on my floor and I prayed for Stat to take that championship off Mercedes. I knew it wasn't happening, but I did it anyway. Okay, I hoped, all right? Mercedes, at one point of the match, grabbed the rope in an attempt to cheat. I didn't get that. Stat did an amazingly looking Chaos Theory. God, she's great.
And now Statlander rolls out.
Mercedes later on in the match did a Three Amigos, Viva la Raza, rest in peace, Eddie. Stat kicked out of Mercedes' finisher near the end of the match. At this point, the copium was real. I was praying to God, please let her win. Please let her win. Please let Stat win. Mercedes then bites Stat's leg because she was working on her leg the whole match. She was pounding on her leg, biting on it. Stat dropped to the ground. Trash finish. Mercedes retains in an okay match. If you're wondering where Camille was, I saw on Twitter that she told Camille to stay in the back. There you go. So she retained. She won clean. Wasn't a big fan of the ending, but it was a good match. Much better than this match coming up, even though this match was decent too. Jay White versus Hangman Adam Page. I was thinking to myself, finally, something good, something entertaining, something more I can sink my teeth into. Right? I was expecting something great from these two guys. And I have to say, Mercedes versus Stat was way better. This match didn't really blow me away. I was bored for most of it. The pay-per-view crowd was so fucking quiet.
Actually, I think the way that Hangman Adam Page is so methodical
during this match, I didn't really care about it. I kind of skipped this, which is sad because I like Jay White and I like Hangman. I like Hangman now that he's a heel. I think his heel work is great, but the problem with this match that I have is the finish. It's a decent match. I saw that on Max, Dynamite is going to start streaming on that bitch on January 1st. Will the show get better, Tony? Will the show get better when y'all go to Max in January? I hope so. Hopefully the booking improves. Hopefully you're saving all your good shit for that show. Hopefully you're not just fucking around right now just because you got paid. I need to see better storylines from you, Tony. Jesus Christ. Crowd wakes up near the end. Hangman loses clean to Jay White. What are we doing, Tony? You destroyed this man's momentum coming out of All Out. He's up to a whole bunch of nothing, feuding with Jay White. Again, I like both these guys. Let's be real here. There's something really to this feud. You don't care about this feud. You just want to see these two guys just wrestle. That's it. Tony put these two guys together so they could put on banger matches. But the problem here is, TK, why didn't Hangman go over? Why? He needs the momentum. Hangman needs to be chasing after the world championship. So does Jay White. Personally, I would have had Hangman go over and then chase after the world title and had Jay White be a hindrance to Hangman's journey. The fuck is going on here? You should set up Hangman to take the title off Jon Moxley. Have him carry the championship into All In next year in Texas. Build up Swerve from this Hurt Syndicate storyline. Have him win the Owen, Swerve, Hangman, All In, main event, final chapter. There you go. Come on, I could book this shit better than TK can. And it's not even the worst part of the show. It gets worse from here. The main event, I can't, I'm going to wait till I get to the main event. Oh, man. Oh, that main event was so bad. Hangman then hits Christopher Daniels, and he fucks off. Great. Will Osprey versus Kyle Fletcher is up next. Cool entrances from both of them. Will Ospreay's babyface comes out dressed in dark stuff, dark gear. Fletcher's a heel, and he comes out dressed in white. I don't know if they were trying to do something with that, but I caught up on it. This is possibly the match of the night for me. I enjoyed this match so fucking much. I like Will Ospreay. I like Fletcher. I said during the past few Dynamites, we can't be building up Fletcher to have him lose. We can't do that because it won't do anything for Fletcher. Osprey doesn't need the win. He's bulletproof. He should let his friend go over and maybe have a rematch at World's End and let Osprey get his get back then, if that's how you want to build this. But seemingly it's not going to happen because Fletcher and Osprey are in the Continental Classic. Maybe they can meet in the finals before they get to Okodi. Who knows? Or maybe Osprey wins the Continental Championship and Fletcher takes it off him at World's End. Who knows? There's so many things we could do with this, but we already know what's about to happen. TK's going to fuck this up. I implore you to go watch this match. Go watch it. I'm not really going to break it down at all. I want you to seek this match out. Trust me, you will not regret it. There is this one spot I didn't like. I think it was the fucking elbows that I hated. There's a stupid elbow spot. There's a stupid spot where Fletcher tombstones Osprey onto steel steps. I didn't like that. Fletcher was beating up Osprey. Osprey kicked out. I was like, the fuck are we doing? What the hell's going on here? Please have Fletcher win. And he finally did it. Brain Buster for the win. Great match. Fletcher deserved it. Big Fletcher guy. Dude has a bright future. Fletcher is going to fucking kill it. He is going to kill it. I can see him winning the International Continental Championship, TNT Championship next year. I will put a title on this dude. Only thing I need from Fletcher is a bit more bass in your voice. Just a bit more bass in your voice. You got the look. You got the in-ring. Now let's put a bit more bass in your voice, and you got a great theme. Dude, you all good, man. Let's get it. Let's fucking go. We get to a terrible fucking segment, a garbage segment. a filth segment. I'm like, what the fuck is this? TK did the one thing with this segment that he shouldn't have done. You fucked up the storyline. I'm talking about the May and Mina celebration. Yes, we get to this. I was looking forward to this. Not only because it's May and Mina, because I thought Toni Storm was going to come back and inject some life into this fucking division and this storyline so we can get the gears turning towards World's End. That's what I thought was going to happen, but that didn't happen. So, Mina comes out. God, she looks so fucking fine. So it's time for the championship celebration months after fucking Mariah May won it. I still don't understand that. No reaction for the world champion Mariah May, huh? Interesting. The crowd is dead as fuck during her promo because the crowd does not give a shit about the women's division. They don't care.
Division.
Start sipping champagne. Mina starts dancing and celebrating. And I saw this coming a mile away. I didn't want this to happen. I wanted Toni Storm to come out. But May tried to turn on Mina. She tries to hit Mina from behind.
What was she thinking?
I think Mina dodges it. She's like, what are you doing? May spits in her face.
Oh my God.
Then Mina loses it and spears her off the stage, but they don't really hit the first table, they hit the second table. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They're all just laying there. Mina gets up with blood on her face and then starts to slobber her blood all over Mariah's face and leaves. Tony, you've what? So you copy pasted the Mariah May turn, what she did to Toni Storm, for Mina and Mariah. Now, Mariah's the heel, right? Wouldn't it make sense if Mariah gets the best of Mina? If she gets the better of Mina to build sympathy for Mina? If Mariah bloodies and bludgeons Mina, fucks her up bad, Mina comes back on Dynamite, big thing, challenges her to World's End. I thought that sounds a little bit more better than what you came up with, TK. It makes no sense for Mariah to be the one who got fucked up. I don't get that. What you should have done is have Toni Storm return and have Toni reveal to Mariah May that her and Mina are actually best friends and they've been fucking around in Japan. That makes Mariah May lose her shit over the betrayal of her best friend going behind her back and fucking with her greatest nemesis, fucking around with her. May loses it, attacks Mina. Maybe Toni Storm tries to help, and then maybe they could get the best of Mariah May then. If you wanted to have Mariah May lose and look, and be in defeat, that's how you could have done it. But no! You instead booked that garbage. Filth. How come I could book better than you, Tony? How's that possible? Maybe you need to start smoking some weed instead of the other stuff. Maybe you know how to book just like me. So, next match. Jungle Jackoff versus Daniel Garcia. Match get number 2. I did not watch this match. I don't care. I literally told myself I'm only going to look over when I hear 1, 2, 3, and Garcia wins that title. So Daniel Garcia, Jungle Jackoff, can just fuck off.
Return fire big time. Here we go. Just go, give it to him. He don't stop that.
Okay, I don't care. I just wanted him to lose. I look over, I see Jackoff fucking up Garcia. I look over again, and Garcia puts his ass in a submission move and taps him out. Yes, thank God. Crowd was quiet as fuck throughout the majority of the match, but they were kind of popping whenever Garcia did something big. They're somewhat behind Garcia. Again, I don't hate Garcia. He's fine. I just wanted Jack Perry to lose the title. They have been homing Jack Perry bad throughout this feud. They've been making him look like a pussy. Again, he is a pussy. But, they've been shitting on him a lot. So I knew that Garcia was going to win, but I'm like, there's an off chance TK will give it to Jack and just run it back and rolls in and then give it to Garcia. Thankfully, that's not what happened. He then leaves very quickly and doesn't even get pyro for his win. They don't even celebrate his win. He just fucking grabs his title and leaves. He doesn't put his title up, pyro going off, ooh, cool moment. Oh my God, nothing. They just gloss over it, onto the next match. Really? You couldn't give Garcia something? I'm assuming he's going to get something on Dynamite, but come on, bruh. Ricochet versus Katesha. Low-key match skip. Low-key. I skipped it low-key. I was kind of looking over at it because I don't give a damn about this match because it wasn't even announced on Dynamite. It was announced on Twitter. Tony Khan forgot to announce it on Dynamite, so he announced it on Twitter. Because he's like, okay, I can't announce it during fucking Rampage because no one watches that shit. And I can't announce it on Collision because there's no Collision. So I got to announce it on Twitter. I don't care about this match. The crowd was dead for the majority of the match. There was a lot of cool shit going on, but people didn't really give a shit. Ricochet got pyro, but Garcia didn't. Are you serious? Ricochet's wearing some type of Legend of Zelda gear. Looks pretty cool. I ain't gonna hold you. This nigga Ricochet gets in the ring and starts doing an Attack on Titan fucking pose emote. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Okay, he's an anime fan. Feels like the crowd should be a lot louder for this match.
As he defeated Josh Alexander, then TJP fell.
And this is why you don't load up these fucking pay-per-view shows with 10 to 12 matches, Tony, because the crowd is now burnt out. This is what, match 8 out of 10 or 11? Discounting the pre-show. 10 matches. You get on Triple H all you want with his 5-match cards. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Triple H is going to get you in and out. 2 hours and 30 minutes, in and out. Boom. You got what you came for. TK's going to keep your ass here for 5 hours watching the majority of garbage-ass trash matches with no build or no story behind them. But they're 5-star bangers. Back to this bullshit. Jesus Christ. Katesha starts bullying this nigga Ricochet. It was pretty funny. Don Callis comes off of commentary to help Katesha. Crowd chants, fuck Don Callis. Oh my God, he's getting more heat than the world champion. Holy shit. Takeshita then retains. Good shit. Thank you, God. I had a feeling he was going to put the title on Ricochet. Something was telling me. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like Tony Khan is going to put this fucking championship on Takeshita. But alas, I was wrong. And Takeshita, thankfully, retained. On to the next match. Bobby versus Swerve mid. Not a bad match. Not bad, but not really good either. It's pretty all right. I mean, coming off of Takeshita versus Ricochet, I think this was a better match, which is hilarious because I somewhat enjoy the flips and all that stuff, but that match just didn't do it for me. I was more entertained by Ricochet in pain and selling and yelling and yelping than I was anything else in the match.
Power moves to target those areas.
JR needs to retire. I don't know why he's on commentary. JR needs to retire. My God, he sounds terrible. He needs to go home and just rest.
All boiled down into the bottom line, two really tough guys.
They gave my boy Swerve an incredible entrance. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Bobby comes out with the Banger Hurt Syndicate theme, and they gave this nigga the wrong pyro. At one point during the match, I swore they were chanting, "He's your people," when Bobby was beating up Swerve. And I was like, what the fuck is this audience doing? I was like, oh my God, this audience doesn't respect AEW. But then the weed wore off, and then I realized they're saying, oh, he hurts people. Oh, we hurt people. That's what they were chanting. I was like, oh man, there's something wrong with me, bro. I think they botched a spot. I think Swerve was trying to do some type of DDT to Bobby on the ring side area.
Whatever it takes.
But I don't think it worked out the way it was supposed to. They then save it, kind of, with Swerve stomping Bobby through the desk. Bobby beats up Swerve and then spears Swerve through the gate. I was like, okay, I was kind of getting into it. Spear into Hurt Lock finish. Decent match. Pretty decent match. Not too bad. Nothing really memorable. I'm not going to hold you. We all knew Swerve was losing. He had to lose. Bobby Hurt Locks Nana. And I was saying to myself, Swerve better join the Syndicate. He can't beat him. The numbers game is too much. There's only two ways we should go about this. He joins the syndicate and he destroys them from the inside. He turns them all against each other or something. Or 2, he starts to form his new mogul embassy, his new faction to help combat the syndicate. Those are 2 options we can go down. 2 options we can go down, Tony Khan. Just choose one of them. Either or can work. Don't do the fucking stupid thing and have Swerve still fight the syndicate by himself leading into World's End. I don't want to see that shit. That's how Swerve uses intelligence and his cunning to overcome these guys so he can get back to the World Championship and save us from this garbage fucking Jon Moxley reign. Speaking of garbage, the Dick Riders arrive. I was like, oh, we go from Hurt Syndicate to Dick Riders. How is the Hurt Syndicate better than anything going on in the main event scene? I'm more interested in the Hurt Syndicate and what they're doing. And Tony's slightly fucking the storyline up. But I'm more interested in these brothers than the World Championship main storyline. Because Jon Moxley is booking the storyline into hell. I hate this match. This is the worst match of the night. Period. Point blank. Garcia versus Jack Perry was probably better than this. I won't even count this as a wrestling match. I don't like fucking garbage matches. I don't like Jon Moxley matches. I just don't. Lately, I just don't like Jon Moxley matches. It's not for me. This current iteration of Jon Moxley is not for me. It's probably the worst gimmick he's ever done. He's not helping the ratings. He's not helping boost attendance. He's slowly killing the company. He isn't a benefit to the program at all. Putting the world title on Moxley was a mistake. It was a mistake because look at the shit we're getting now. Nonsensical garbage like this main event. And you make them go against Orange Cassidy. Really? Really? You just threw someone at Jon Moxley that we all knew he was just going to fucking destroy because he's not losing the title till next year. At the earliest, it's going to be Revolution. The pay-per-view where Sting retired, Darby more likely is going to win the world championship there. That's what I'm assuming what's about to happen. But let's get into this match before I start ranting. Match skip 3. I skipped it. But then I realized this is the biggest match of the show in terms of trash booking. I have to sit down and watch this. I had to. I sat down and watched this. I revoked my skip, which means on Dynamite, I now go from a 2-match skip to a 3-match skip. I'm going to allow this match skip to carry over. Why? Because I'm a bitch-ass nigga. That's why. I'm an AEW hater, so I'm going to carry this match skip over to next week. Thank God, because I heard we're getting Ishii versus Jericho. Oh, man, that's a match skip well utilized right there, boy. I love it, I love it, I love it. So the world champion comes out first. I'm like, why? Why is Moxley coming out first? Why is it Cassidy coming out first? Cassidy's not the world champion. Moxley is the world champion. Already ass backwards. Already. And the match hasn't even started yet. I'm like, holy shit. Niggas are quiet for Orange Cassidy when he came out. Barely any response.
Man who's trying to redefine everything, even the way...
The world title is still being hidden in that stupid ass case. Especially when we know it's not in there because it's too big to fit in that goddamn case. Mandarin Cassidy jumps Mox, hits him with like 3 Clementine punches. Orange with the worst punches of all time to Moxley when he was hitting him when he was on the commentary table. Big Boom's punches look better than fucking Orange Cassidy's punches. The Big Boom AJ versus fucking Q-Tip Marshall match was better than this match. It was way better than the main event. Far superior. Moxley, you should be ashamed of your damn self. That fucking TikTok star outshined your ass. He got a bigger pop than you. Had a better match than you. Hell, I would even say his storyline was better than yours. And his storyline was about him feuding with QT Marshall over chocolate chip cookies. And that is more believable. And that has more interest than the main event. Does this shit make sense, nigga? Let's be real here. The Rizzler is a bigger draw than the World Heavyweight Champion. Oh my God. Ugh. So OC starts biting Moxley. This isn't the end of the fucking biting. Shitty looking paradigm shift onto the steel steps. Marina interferes, lives up to her name, and you guessed it, interferes and attacks Orange Cassidy. Mox repeatedly bites a bloodied Orange Cassidy. I checked out.
Oh, that's disgusting.
God, he's opening up.
I'm like, how the fuck is this legal? This isn't a no-holds-barred fight. This is a one-on-one fight. Why is this even fucking legal? Imagine, of all the people Big Boom AJ brought to the show, all the family-friendly, oriented type crowds he's bringing to the show, watches this shit, watches this main event, and sees Moxley biting and busting open Orange Cassidy even more. You think they want to stay around? Jesus motherfucking Christ. What is this damn music that's playing right now? What is this music? Jesus Christ. Change this stupid ass music. JR sounds like shit. Jesus fucking Christ. Moxley continues to bite Orange Cassidy. He bites his fingers. I'm like, what the fuck is this garbage? This is filth. Mox then drags his fingernails through Orange Cassidy's back and rips his back open. How is this wrestling? Let's get some technical in-ring storytelling going here. No. Let's do some garbage match filth like Moxley dragging his nails through Orange Cassidy's back. But I'm going to have someone in my comments section tell me that Moxley is great and this main event was great. No, it wasn't. It means nothing. You can skip this main event and you won't miss shit except Willow returning. Jesus Christ, man. So Mango Cassidy does it back to him. Cassidy starts no-selling. I'm like, this is filth. How could anyone like this shit? Fate of the entire company is riding on this man's back, and he starts doing his stupid gimmick kicks, shin shit. He continues to no-sell.
Oh, this was an amazing comeback.
Ravioli and Pat come through. The Conglomeraciones arrive to help. Kyle O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Rocky and Romero and Tomohiro Ishii. Tomohiro Ishii shows up to help Tangerine Cassidy. Oh, man. How interesting. To get destroyed, low-key. Marina interferes. Is going to hit Raspberry because the ref is busy. But Willow, the light-skinned Black Queen, Willow appears. This kind of popped me. I love Willow, so I was like, oh my God, finally, she's back. Let's send her after Mariah May, please. You want someone worthy enough to dethrone Mariah May, become Women's World Champion? Willow Nightingale is your girl. That woman, it could be the biggest baby face in the entire fucking women's division. In the entire company, she's so likable and lovable. But no, Tony Khan doesn't see what I see in her, because Tony Khan's a fool. So, she saves Pockets. Moxley kicks out after Pockets hits him with the case, thank God. As much as I hate Moxley, I don't want to see Orange Cassidy as champion. I don't. Eustace costs Cassidy the championship. Trash finish. Mox wins. Mox should have beaten Cassidy clean with zero help. Zero help. Should have beaten him clean to cement himself as the most dangerous motherfucker in the company. He should have savaged Orange Cassidy all by himself. This should have been a no-holds-barred match. And then I would have been okay with the fucking ripping of the back if it was a no-holds-barred match. I would have been okay with it. This should have been had a stipulation behind it. Moxley savages Orange Cassidy and leaves him there bloodied and dying and dead. That's how this pay-per-view should have ended. No hope. Nope, didn't end like that because the booking went to shit after this. So, Moxley struggled with Pockets. Moxley struggled to beat Orange Cassidy. Moxley had to cheat to beat Orange Cassidy. But you want me to take him seriously as our world champion? Imagine if Roman Reigns had a match with a jobber. Let me think of somebody. What's that fool down in NXT that I don't like? Ridge Holland had a match with Ridge Holland and had to cheat in a match to beat Ridge Holland. Would you take Roman Reigns seriously then? No, you wouldn't. Because who the fuck is Ridge Holland? You should be able to easily destroy this motherfucker. But nope, had to cheat. Makes no damn sense. So, Mox starts tweaking off the TK special yet again.
I hope you're happy, Will. You
They then hold Tangerine Raspberry Mango Cassidy. And they start pouring ringside cleaner all over his face. The hell is going on? I dare someone to tell me in my comment section this main event was good. I dare you. This is the worst main event I've ever seen. This shit, I think Jimmy versus Jay was better than this. I might have enjoyed Jimmy versus Jay more than this main event, because at least that match was laughably bad. You can laugh how bad that match was. This is just bad. This is just garbage. The fuck was this? Hangman comes out. I'm like, oh my God, why is he here? Is he finally going after the World Championship? Oh, hell yes, finally. Let's get this going, TK. Let's lock in. Nope. He goes face to face with Moxley, and they seemingly get on the same page for some reason. I'm like, okay. And then Christian Cage attacks Moxley from behind and is seemingly going to cash in. I'm like, okay, there's too many things going on right now. Too many things going on right now. I'm like, oh, I want to mind it if he cashes in, because it saves us from Moxley, and we get to get some Christian Cage greatness as world champion. He can save the show. He will save the ratings, y'all. Cage is world champion. We'll at least get the ratings back to 700K. But no, Jay White comes out of nowhere and costs Cage.
What the hell is going on, guys?
I'm like, what the fuck? Page was going to let Cage cash in, by the way, because Cage told him he'll give him a title shot if he does. No response from the audience to Jay White beating up Cage. The Dick Riders beat up Jay White. I don't know why. I guess they just don't like him, I suppose. I don't remember him attacking Moxley at all whatsoever, I guess. But hey, they're beating up on a babyface that we care about for once. So I guess so. I guess so. This shit is so overbooked. It is beyond overbooked. And y'all say the Mania 40 main event was overbooked? No, that was booked to perfection. Tony Khan probably watched the Mania 40 main event last night and said, I can do better. And he booked this filth. That's exactly what happened. So the Dick Riders run away. The car then gets ran into by Darby. I don't know why he didn't wait until they got into the truck to then hit them, but okay. They still know the car. Darby Allin gets out.
Where are you fucking going, Darby?
And he yells at the Dick Riders, and the show is over. Terrible ending. I don't know why Darby is even here. You lost to Claudio on Dynamite. You don't get the right to challenge for the world title, son. You don't get that right. You lost. If you would have beaten Claudio, then okay, I could see why Darby's next up. I'm going to let you know what's about to happen here right now. Darby's going to take the World Championship off Moxley at Revolution. It's not happening at World's End. I think Moxley's going to face someone else at World's End in another garbage match. Revolution is the pay-per-view they're going to do it at, because that's where Sting retired a year ago. The same pay-per-view that's going to be synonymous with Sting's retirement. Darby's going to win the World Championship. That's exactly what's about to happen. And when he does win the World Championship, it's going to be a celebration. Oh my God, so fun, so happy. Boom, Christian Cage is going to come through, cash in his contract, and become the new world champion. That's exactly how Revolution is about to go down. I'm predicting it now. You know why? Because I could tell Tony Khan booking a mile away. Filth, this pay-per-view was a 3 or a 4 out of 10. The worst pay-per-view AEW has put out all year. Period, point blank. I hated it. Most of the matches meant nothing. The only matches that meant something to me was Will Osprey versus Kyle Fletcher. The tag team match was okay, the Fatal 4-Way, but it wasn't anything to write home about. I guess I guess Swerve and Bobby I liked that too. And I also liked, what else did I fucking like? God damn, it's so hard to think about stuff I like during this show. Oh, and Hangman versus Jay White was a decent match besides the ending. The best match of the entire show was Big Boom AJ versus Q-Tip Marshalls, and that's sad. Got a goddamn Big Boom AJ being bigger than every single AEW fucking star in this company. I'm going to hell up out here. Subscribe to the channel. Road to 100,000 subscribers. Share this video around. AEW Full Gear PPV review is now done. Follow my socials, Twitter, Instagram, all in the pinned comment and probably in the description. I need to start putting that shit in the description. I'm going to hell up out of here. Like the video up. Hit the outro.